All of my family and my friends know what an avid reader I am. I just finished a phenomenal book that was written by a 17-year-old young man. He had spent years as part of a guerrilla army. The guerrilla armies are the ones in Africa that fight against the governments. He joined that army when he was just 13 years old. There are a lot of those guerrilla groups throughout Africa fighting the government that go around kidnapping young boys and recruiting them into becoming soldiers. He admitted that he was part of those groups that killed and tortured so many innocent people, and even burned villages and killed young children. The writing in this book is just unbelievable, and that I can't understand how another person could do that to other human beings. It's just awful. But he said in his writing that he was just so angry and so filled with hate that he wanted revenge. His parents and his siblings had been killed by some of his enemies. They had tortured and killed each and every one of them. So he wanted to torture and kill and hurt people. He admitted that when he killed people and did all those evil things, that it wasn't satisfying, that he felt bitter and felt guilty, but he just kept doing it and doing it, until finally the United Nations captured him and some other boys and brought them into a rehab camp. At the rehab camp, they had a lot of mental health professionals and medical professionals there to help get him through and to bring him around. He resisted every step of the way and gave them such a hard time, but they never lost patience with him. And finally, his heart started to change. He became his old self again, the positive, happy person he was before he was recruited into the guerrilla group. And it made me think of today's story in the gospel. God refuses to allow sin to make him angry and bitter. He wants to be like the father in today's gospel that ran to his son and forgave him right away and welcomed him. With us, it's the same way. We can't let sin influence us and make us bitter and angry and resentful. Because if we let that happen, then it blocks us from being able to forgive other people, and we hurt others in doing so. Best way to reduce evil is just to forgive. I know to forgive other people can be very difficult. That's why we need to ask for God's help. I promise that if we're having a hard time forgiving someone, all we have to do is ask God to help us, and He will. And then you will feel at peace. You will feel happy, and you will feel free. Thank you, and God bless you.